I mean, how do you describe tone, you know? You want the high end to be bright, but you don't want it to be piercing. You know, you want the low end to be deep, but you don't want it to be dark and muffled sounding. All of these things have just been kind of figured out here, where the weight's right, the neck is kind of perfect. Everything is there. Hi, I'm Robben Ford, and very happy to finally introduce the PRS Robben Ford limited edition McCarty model guitar. I think I met Paul when I really first started touring on my own, which would have been like 1989. Paul was clearly very driven to make fine instruments. I had been to the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. and seen they had one of his guitars, and it was truly, one of the most beautiful things I'd ever seen. A dragon fretboard, I think, something like that. When I look at my experiences, I've been through so many guitars. If I were to cite one thing about any instrument, it's playability. I mean, Paul has gone way out of his way, it seems to me, to do the right thing for the guitarist, for the person he's making a guitar for. I don't know anybody who's making guitars that are as playable, just like immediately playable. And that is really the thing that made me want to go deeper. Corporations, they don't come anywhere near the artist attention that Paul gives us in making instruments for us and really getting them right. So these are the Robben Ford pickups designed by Paul. Making these pickups was a bit of a journey. I have to empathize for anyone trying to create for somebody what they're hearing, because all of us hear differently. And, minor things are huge, for the artist. And it takes that kind of willingness to work with the artist that Paul has demonstrated, As far as sound goes, I like a sound that can be loud and clear. Single coil pickups, they have a clarity, that humbucking pickups can kind of overrule. So we worked for that kind of clarity in these pickups. And I do believe we got there. All the clarity is there. It's punchy still. It's thick enough, There's a nice even sound going on here. So very happy with that. This seal, we refer to it as the Dojo seal. It's kind of our logo, for the Robben Ford Guitar Dojo. And it was just a great notion to actually use it on the guitar. I'm just really happy with it. The specs are pretty straight ahead. Humbucking pickups, double cut, solid body, standard pickup switch. And I like having this, coil splitter, something that I've used a lot over the years because it helps me replicate single coil pickups a little bit better. Paul signed the front of the headstock, and I've signed the back plate. We have here also the Paul Reed Smith stop tailpiece. I gotta say, this has been, I think, my favorite thing that Paul has come up with. They just sound better to me than the standard stop tailpiece and all of that. I mean, that's another thing I can easily say about Paul. I think he's the only guy innovating out there, really. I mean, everybody else, I don't know. People try to do different things, but the only guy who's actually coming up with real results, in my opinion, is Paul. The best part of the relationship, with PRS has been that just incredible willingness to just keep like refining and looking deeper and trying this and trying that. Man, that is just priceless. I mean, I've been doing this for a very long time, and you just don't get it anywhere else, you know? It's incredible, actually.